Have you ever reached a point in life where certain things just don't make sense anymore? The things we once worried about, chased after, or believed were important suddenly start to feel unnecessary. Imagine stepping into a life that feels lighter, freer, and more peaceful. As we age, our perspective changes, and we begin to see what truly matters. In today's video, we'll explore 9 things that no longer make sense after 70. Things that once seemed important but now feel like burdens we can finally release. What if letting go of these things could bring you more happiness and clarity? Stay with us until the end to discover practical insights that can help you embrace a simpler, more fulfilling life. But before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, take a moment to do so now. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on videos designed to help you navigate this stage of life with wisdom and ease. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and share. It truly means a lot to us and helps spread these valuable lessons. Speech Balloon, let's make this interactive. If you agree with today's topic, comment 1 below. If you think there's room for improvement, comment 0 and let us know your thoughts. Now let's begin. 1. Letting go of others' opinions. For most of our lives, we carry the heavy burden of other people's expectations. We grow up being taught to seek approval, whether from family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers. We shape our decisions based on what others might think. But by the time we reach 70, something becomes crystal clear. No one else's opinion defines our worth. Think about all the times you held yourself back because of the fear of judgment. The outfit you didn't wear because you thought it wasn't appropriate for your age. The hobby you never pursued because someone said it was a waste of time. The decision you delayed because you were too worried about what people might say. Now ask yourself, did their opinions really matter in the long run? At 70, we finally realize that most of the things we worried about were just noise. People will always have opinions. It's what they do. But their judgments do not shape your happiness unless you let them. Imagine the freedom of waking up each day, making decisions based entirely on what feels right to you, without second-guessing yourself. How much lighter would life feel if you stopped seeking approval and simply did what made you happy? The truth is, most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to truly care about yours. And those who do criticize, their opinions often come from their own fears and insecurities. So here's a question for you. What's one thing you stopped caring about as you've grown older? Share in the comment below. Your words might inspire someone else to break free from this burden too. 2. Releasing the burden of material possessions. Have you ever looked around your home and wondered, where did all this stuff come from? For decades, we accumulate things, clothes, furniture, gadgets, decorations, thinking they add meaning to our lives. But at some point, we start to realize the things we own could end up owning us. At 70, the need to accumulate fades, and a new kind of wisdom sets in. More things don't bring more happiness. A cluttered home often leads to a cluttered mind. Letting go of unnecessary possessions creates space for peace. Think about it. When was the last time a material possession truly brought you long-lasting joy? It wasn't the expensive couch, the overflowing wardrobe, or the countless knickknacks on the shelves. True joy comes from heavy checkmark, a shared moment of laughter with family. Heavy checkmark, the warm embrace of a loved one. Heavy checkmark, the deep satisfaction of a life well lived. Yet, many of us hold on to things out of habit. We convince ourselves we might need them someday. But if that day hasn't come in years, will it ever? Thought Balloon, picture this. Walking into a space that is uncluttered, peaceful, and filled only with things that bring you joy. A home that reflects who you are today, not a museum of who you used to be. Decluttering isn't just about getting rid of things. It's about making room for what truly matters. It's about releasing emotional weight, not just physical clutter. So here's a challenge. Choose one item today and let it go. See how it feels. And if you already started decluttering, what's one thing you let go that made you feel lighter? Let us know in the comments. This is just the beginning. Next, we'll explore more things that stop making sense after 70, including how to say no to social obligations that drain you and why embracing your authentic beauty is the key to true confidence. But before we move on, let's take a moment to reflect. Speech Balloon, which of these first 2 lessons resonated with you the most? Keycap 1, letting go of others' opinions. Keycap 2, releasing the burden of material possessions. Type 1 or 2 in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, please like and share so we can continue bringing you meaningful content. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Thank you for being part of this journey. Stay tuned for the next part. It's only going to get more insightful from here. Welcome back. We talked about letting go of others' opinions and releasing the burden of material possessions. These are just the beginning of the powerful realizations that come with age. As we continue, we'll explore more things that no longer make sense after 70. Things at once. Speech balloon before we dive in. Tell us in the comments which point from part 1 resonated with you the most. Type 1 if you let go of others' opinions, or 2 if you decluttered unnecessary possessions. Now let's continue. 3. Saying no to unnecessary social obligations. How many times have you attended a gathering out of sheer obligation? A family event where you forced a smile while wishing you were somewhere else? A community meeting that felt more like a duty than a joy? A dinner invitation that left you drained instead of fulfilled? For much of our lives, we feel pressure to say yes to everything, to keep up appearances, maintain relationships, and avoid disappointing others. But once we reach 70, we start to realize time is too precious to spend on things that don't bring us joy. Light bulb here's the truth. Saying no isn't rude. It's necessary for your well-being. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you're saying no to something that could truly bring you peace and happiness. So, how do you know when to say no? Ask yourself, white heavy check mark, does this event bring me genuine joy? White heavy check mark, will attending leave me feeling fulfilled or exhausted? White heavy check mark, am I doing this because I want to or because I feel obligated? Imagine how freeing it would feel to spend time only on things and people that nourish your soul. Picture an evening where you choose to stay home with a book instead of forcing small talk at a crowded event. That's the kind of peace you deserve. If you've ever struggled with social obligations, tell us in the comments. What's one event you've stopped attending that brought you relief? Your story might help someone else find the courage to say no to. 4. Embracing authentic beauty. For decades, society has told us that beauty means youth. We've been conditioned to believe that wrinkles are flaws, gray hair is something to hide, and aging should be fought at all costs. But as we grow older, we begin to understand something powerful. Backhand index pointing right, real beauty has nothing to do with looking young. Think about the people in your life whom you find truly beautiful. Is it their perfect skin? Or is it their warmth, wisdom, and kindness that draws you to them? Every wrinkle tells a story. Every silver strand of hair is a testament to the years you've lived, the lessons you've learned, and the love you've given. Why should we hide that? Instead of fearing the signs of aging, what if we embrace them as badges of honor? Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing strength, resilience, and a lifetime of experiences rather than imperfections. Light bulb here's a mindset shift. Beauty isn't about fighting time. It's about living fully, radiating kindness, and carrying yourself with confidence. So, I challenge you, the next time you look in the mirror, instead of focusing on what's changed, celebrate what's been gained. Speech balloon, let's start a movement. Tell us in the comments, what's one feature about yourself that you've learned to embrace with age? 5. Letting go of comparisons. Why don't I have what they have? How did they achieve more than I did? Am I behind in life? Comparison is something that haunts us at every age. But at 70, we start to understand the truth. Measuring your life against others is a guaranteed way to feel unhappy. For so many years, we compare. Success. Did I do enough in my career? Family life. Do I have the same close-knit relationships as others? Health and aging. Why do they look younger than me? But here's the thing. Everyone's journey is different. What brings happiness to one person may not be what fulfills another. Think about it. Some people achieve professional success but lack meaningful relationships. Others have large families but long for independence. Some look youthful on the outside but struggle inside. Light bulb, what if, instead of comparing, we focus on gratitude? Imagine waking up each day and appreciating your unique journey, your wins, your growth, and the love you've cultivated. What's something in your life that brings you deep happiness, something you wouldn't trade for anyone else's success. Share it in the comments below. Next, we'll explore how redefining success, cutting toxic relationships, and prioritizing your own happiness without guilt can change your life for the better. Speech Balloon, tell us in the comments which of these points resonated with you the most. Keycap 1, learning to say no. Keycap 2, embracing your true beauty. Keycap 3, letting go of comparisons. Type the number in the comments and let's start a discussion. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue creating content that truly makes a difference. We explored some of the most freeing realizations that come with age. Letting go of others' opinions, decluttering unnecessary possessions, saying no to unwanted obligations, embracing authentic beauty, and releasing the burden of comparison. But we're not done yet. There are still more things that simply stop making sense after 70. Things we once thought were necessary, but now feel like weights we no longer need to carry. If you're enjoying the series so far, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps spread these insights to more people who need them. Speech Balloon, before we dive into today's lessons, comment below. Which realization from the previous parts has had the biggest impact on you so far? Type 1, if it was letting go of others' opinions. 2, if it was saying no to social obligations. Or 3, if it was releasing comparisons. Now let's continue. 6, redefining goals. What truly matters now? For most of our lives, we are conditioned to chase certain goals. Society tells us that success means having a high-paying job, a big house, financial security, and a long list of accomplishments. But at 70, our priorities shift. We begin to see that success is not about how much we own, but about how much we enjoy life. Happiness isn't found in achievements, but in simple moments of connection. The best use of time is not in chasing more, but in fully appreciating what we already have. Think about it. That big promotion you worked years for, does it still define you? The material goals you once had, do they bring as much joy as a quiet morning with a cup of coffee? The constant striving for more in life, was it worth sacrificing peace for? Light bulb, here's a realization that brings true freedom. Success is not a destination. It's how you feel in the present moment. At 70 and beyond, it's time to redefine success for ourselves. White heavy check mark, is success waking up with peace in your heart? White heavy check mark, is it spending quality time with the people who matter most? White heavy check mark, is it pursuing hobbies that bring you joy without worrying about what anyone else thinks? The truth is, it's never too late to rewrite the definition of success to match what truly fulfills you. Speech Balloon, tell us in the comments, what does success mean to you now? How has your definition of it changed over time? 7, cutting ties with toxic relationships. One of the hardest, yet most liberating lessons we learn as we grow older is that not everyone deserves a place in our lives. For years, we tolerate people who drain our energy, friends who only call when they need something, family members who constantly criticize, or acquaintances who bring nothing but negativity. At 70, we finally realize our time and energy are too precious for toxic relationships. Think about it. How many times have you stayed in touch with someone out of guilt rather than true connection? How often have you walked away from a conversation feeling drained rather than uplifted? How many times have you put up with criticism, negativity, or manipulation just because you felt obligated? It's not selfish to remove toxic people from your life. It's self-care. Imagine a life where you're surrounded only by people who, heavy check mark, celebrate you, not criticize you. Heavy check mark, bring you peace, not stress. Heavy check mark, genuinely care about your happiness, not just their own needs. Cutting ties isn't always easy, but it's necessary for your well-being. And remember, you don't owe anyone your time, energy, or emotional space if they don't respect it. Speech Balloon, have you ever walked away from a toxic relationship? How did it change your life? Share your experience in the comments. 8, prioritizing your happiness without guilt. For most of our lives, we are taught that putting others first is the right thing to do. We take care of family, fulfill obligations, and often sacrifice our own happiness for the sake of others. But at 70, we start to ask ourselves, when do I get to prioritize me? Here's a truth many struggle to accept. Backhand index pointing right. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's necessary. Think about it. If you spend your whole life giving to others without filling your own cup, what's left for you? If you never allow yourself rest, joy, or personal space, how can you fully enjoy life? If you constantly put others' needs above your own, when do you finally get to live for yourself? Prioritizing your happiness doesn't mean you stop caring for others. It means you recognize that your well-being matters, too. At this stage in life, it's time to heavy check mark. Say yes to things that bring you joy, even if others don't understand. Heavy check mark. Set boundaries and protect your energy from negativity. Heavy check mark. Make choices based on what feels right for you, not what pleases everyone else. Imagine how much lighter life would feel if you allowed yourself to enjoy it without guilt. What's one small act of self-care you can commit to today? Tell us in the comments below. We're not done yet. In the final part, we'll explore the last major realization that sets you free after 70 and how you can embrace a life of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Speech Balloon, let's start a discussion. Which of these lessons resonated with you the most? Keycap 1, redefining what success means to you. Keycap 2, cutting ties with toxic people. Keycap 3, finally putting your happiness first. Type the number in the comments, and let's share wisdom with one another. And as always, if you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support means everything and helps bring these insights to more people. Welcome back. We've come a long way in this journey, exploring 8 powerful realizations that come with age, letting go of others' opinions, decluttering our lives, setting boundaries, cutting toxic relationships, and finally prioritizing our happiness. But there's one final realization that ties everything together, the most important shift that makes life after 70 truly freeing and fulfilling. Before we dive in, if this series has resonated with you, let us know by liking and sharing this video. Your support helps spread these insights to more people who need them. Speech Balloon, and for one last time, let's interact. Which of the previous lessons has made the biggest impact on you? Keycap 1, letting go of others' opinions. Keycap 2, saying no to social obligations. Keycap 3, cutting ties with toxic people. Keycap 4, redefining success. Type the number in the comments, and let's share wisdom. Now, let's get into the final realization that will bring true peace. 9. Embracing the freedom to live lightly. At 70 and beyond, life isn't about doing more. It's about feeling more. For decades, we lived by rules, schedules, and responsibilities. We worried about being productive, making the right choices, and ensuring everything was in order. But now, we realize something profound. Backhand index pointing right, the best moment in life are the simple ones. Thought Balloon, think about the last time you truly felt at peace. Was it during a quiet morning, sipping tea with no rush? Was it a simple walk outside, feeling the fresh air on your skin? Was it a conversation with an old friend where time just melted away? These are the moments that matter. At this stage of life, we gain the freedom to live on our own terms. No more chasing, no more pleasing, no more unnecessary obligations. Instead, we can, heavy check mark, wake up each day with no pressure to achieve anything, only to enjoy. Heavy check mark, find joy in stillness, in slowness, in simplicity. Heavy check mark, let go of guilt, regret, and the need to prove ourselves. And most importantly, we can live without fear. So much of life is spent worrying about money, health, what others think, what the future holds. But after 70, we realize that worrying never changed a single outcome. It only stole time and peace. What if we let go of that too? What if we embrace the unknown with open arms, trusting that everything will unfold as it should? Light bulb, here's a powerful truth. The best way to honor life is to live it without unnecessary burdens. Speech Balloon, now, I have a question for you. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be? Drop your wisdom in the comments. You never know who it might help. A new chapter begins. And just like that, we've reached the final point in this journey. We've learned that life after 70 isn't about holding on. It's about letting go. It's about choosing joy over expectations, peace over pressure, and self-love over guilt. Each of these lessons brings us closer to a life that is lighter, freer, and more meaningful. Speech Balloon, before we go, let's reflect. What's the one thing you're taking away from this series? What will you start doing differently from today? Type your answer in the comments. Your words might inspire someone else. A final thank you, Folded Hands. If the series has resonated with you, if it has sparked even a small change in your mindset, then this journey has been worth it. If you found value in these insights, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content to guide and inspire you. Thank you for being part of this journey. Remember, you deserve happiness, peace, and a life that feels good to you. Here's to living lightly, loving deeply, and embracing every moment. Blue Heart, until next time, take care and stay true to yourself. Blue Heart.